Miles below the surface, where sunlight never reaches, something monstrous has been found. A creature unlike anything humans have ever seen, so alien it defies logic. What exactly is it, and how could it survive in such darkness? Join us, because this deep-sea revelation is more terrifying than you can imagine.
Number 12. Dumbo Octopus. The Dumbo octopus proves that evolutionary engineering sometimes prioritizes adorable over terrifying, creating creatures that look like they escaped from a Pixar movie but operate advanced propulsion systems that would make aerospace engineers jealous. Those ear-like fins aren't just decorative. They're biomechanical thrust vectoring systems that provide omnidirectional movement capabilities no human-designed submersible can match. These octopuses patrol depths up to 23,000 feet, making them the deepest living octopuses on the planet, and proving that cute doesn't mean weak when you're running survival protocols in Earth's most extreme environments. Their transparent bodies reveal internal organ systems like biological schematics, with visible digestive tracts, reproductive organs, and nervous systems, creating living anatomy lessons that demonstrate how life adapts to crushing pressure and perpetual darkness. The feeding strategy involves hovering just above the seafloor using those ear fins for precise positioning, then deploying arms equipped with specialized sensors to detect buried prey items other predators can't locate. Dumbo octopuses can compress and expand their bell-shaped bodies like organic accordions, changing their hydrodynamics in real time to match current conditions and optimize energy efficiency during long-distance migrations across the abyssal plains. Their reproduction strategy is equally impressive. Females can store sperm packets for extended periods and release eggs when environmental conditions are optimal, essentially running biological project management systems that time reproduction cycles to maximize offspring survival rates in unpredictable deep-sea ecosystems. Number 11. Gulper Eel. The gulper eel solved the deep ocean's food scarcity problem by turning itself into a biological vacuum cleaner with unlimited storage capacity, capable of unhinging its massive jaws to consume prey items larger than its own body length. This isn't just big mouth energy, it's advanced bioengineering that allows the stomach to expand like an organic storage tank, processing meals that might represent weeks or months of nutrition in a single feeding event. The tail functions as a built-in bioluminescent fishing lure, equipped with a photophore that flashes in patterns designed to attract prey within strike range of that massive expandable mouth system. These eels can grow up to 6 feet long, but spend most of their time looking like deflated biological balloons, until they encounter a meal worth expanding for, essentially operating in power-saving mode until feeding opportunities justify full system activation. The expandable throat and stomach tissues are reinforced with specialized proteins that allow extreme stretching without tearing, creating organic rubber technology that can accommodate prey items up to 25% of the eel's total body length. When fully expanded after a large meal, gulper eels transform from sleek predators into floating organic storage containers, slowly digesting their catch while drifting through the water column like biological supply ships. The feeding strategy eliminates the need for regular hunting, allowing these eels to survive in deep-sea environments where food encounters might be separated by weeks of starvation conditions that would kill predators operating on traditional feeding schedules. Their success demonstrates that in resource-scarce environments, the ability to maximize each feeding opportunity matters more than hunting frequency or prey selection efficiency.
I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go!
Number 10. Six-gill shark. Six-gill sharks are biological time machines that have been running the same successful survival software for over 200 million years without requiring any major updates or patches to remain competitive in modern ocean ecosystems. These apex predators can grow up to 20 feet long and live over 80 years, making them mobile databases of environmental changes and ecosystem dynamics that span multiple human generations of marine research. The 6 gill slits, most modern sharks have 5, represent legacy hardware that provides superior oxygen extraction efficiency in low-oxygen deep-water environments where newer shark models can't operate effectively. Their hunting algorithms prioritize stealth and energy conservation, using slow, deliberate movement patterns that conserve energy while covering vast territories in search of food sources other predators can't access or detect. The prehistoric design includes enhanced electroreception capabilities that allow six-gill sharks to detect bioelectric fields from prey animals hiding in sediment or behind obstacles, essentially running biological X-ray vision that penetrates natural concealment systems. These sharks operate primarily in deep water during daylight hours, then migrate towards surface water at night to hunt, demonstrating sophisticated behavioral programming that optimizes feeding opportunities while avoiding competition with faster, more aggressive surface predators. The reproductive strategy involves extremely slow growth and late sexual maturation, essentially running long-term investment algorithms that prioritize individual survival and territorial dominance over rapid population expansion. Encounters with six-gill sharks feel like meetings with living fossils that have witnessed the rise and fall of countless marine species while continuing to thrive using survival strategies that predate dinosaurs and will likely outlast whatever environmental changes human activity creates in ocean ecosystems. Number 9. Sleeper shark. September 2024 delivered footage that reads like a first contact scenario between human technology and biological systems that have been running classified operations in Earth's most secure data centers for millions of years. The baited camera approach functioned like a honeypot in cybersecurity, attractive bait that lures targets into revealing their true capabilities and behavioral protocols. But instead of catching small-time scavengers, the system attracted something that operated more like a senior-level security specialist conducting a thorough audit of unauthorized hardware in its territory. The creature's approach patterns showed calculation and intelligence that exceeded typical predator behavior, moving with the deliberate precision of advanced reconnaissance software scanning for vulnerabilities and potential threats. When it bit the camera, this wasn't feeding behavior. It was active penetration testing of human technology by an apex predator that had never encountered anything like our equipment before. The force calculations were surgical. Enough pressure to test structural integrity without causing immediate system failure, followed by escalated testing when initial parameters proved the hardware could handle more aggressive investigation. Recovery of the footage revealed something that sent chills through marine biology. The creature maintained visual contact with the camera lens throughout the encounter, suggesting awareness of the recording function and deliberate performance for whatever intelligence might be monitoring from the surface. This wasn't random animal behavior. It was strategic intelligence gathering by a biological system that recognized human technology as something worth investigating rather than simply consuming or... Number 8. Fangtooth fish. The fangtooth fish took the concept of bigger teeth, better predator, and cranked it up to comic book villain levels, developing dental hardware so oversized the fish literally can't close its mouth properly. These creatures operate in the bathypelagic zone, where their proportionally massive fangs serve as both weapons and sensors, equipped with nerve endings that detect vibrations and chemical traces from potential prey items in the surrounding darkness. The skull has been completely re-engineered to accommodate teeth that are so large they require special skull sockets just to prevent the fish from impaling its own brain when feeding. Despite looking like a rejected concept from a horror movie, fangtooth fish are actually relatively small, usually under 7 inches, proving that in the deep ocean, intimidation factor matters more than actual size when competing for limited food resources. Their skin is jet black and covered in specialized scales that absorb light rather than reflecting it, creating perfect stealth capabilities for ambush hunting in environments where the smallest flash of reflected light can alert prey to incoming danger. The head is disproportionately large compared to the body, housing processing power, brain tissue, and sensory equipment, lateral line systems that allow these fish to detect and track targets in complete darkness across distances that exceed their body length by several multiples. Juvenile fangtooth fish look completely different from adults, operating different survival algorithms until they mature into their final nightmare configuration, essentially running beta software until they're ready for production deployment in the deep ocean's competitive predator marketplace.
Number 7. Vampire squid. Meet the vampire squid, nature's goth kid that turned living in hell into an art form. This creature operates in oxygen minimum zones where most life forms would suffocate in minutes, essentially running advanced respiration algorithms that extract energy from environments with less than 5% normal oxygen levels. The name sounds metal, but it's actually a mistranslation. This isn't a blood-sucking monster, it's a biological garbage disposal system that feeds on marine snow, dead organic matter drifting down from surface waters. The umbrella-like web connecting its arms creates a perfect data collection net for sampling whatever nutritious debris falls from the upper layers of the digital ocean. When threatened, vampire squids pull off the coolest defensive hack in marine biology. They turn themselves inside out, revealing bioluminescent photophores that flash like emergency LED warnings while hiding their head and vital organs inside the protective arm crown. This isn't just camouflage, it's active counter-surveillance technology that confuses predators while the squid's real body disappears into biological stealth mode. The creature's eyes are proportionally the largest of any animal on Earth relative to body size, creating organic telescopes that can detect the faintest traces of bioluminescent activity in absolute darkness. Scientists estimate vampire squids can live up to 8 years in conditions that would kill most creatures in.
Number 6. Dragonfish. Dragonfish operate like deep-sea fighter jets equipped with classified technology that gives them unfair advantages over every other predator in their operational zone. The most advanced models generate red bioluminescent light that functions exactly like military infrared illumination. They can see using red light wavelengths that most deep-sea creatures can't detect, essentially hunting with biological night vision that's invisible to their prey. This infrared hunting system allows dragonfish to track and target victims in complete darkness while remaining undetectable, creating the ultimate predator-prey information asymmetry in environments where vision-based hunting should be impossible. The head is equipped with multiple photophores arranged like landing lights on aircraft, but these aren't navigation aids. They're active hunting tools that can be controlled independently to create light patterns that confuse, disorient, or attract different types of prey depending on the hunting situation. Those massive fangs aren't just for show. They're equipped with venom delivery systems that inject neurotoxins designed to paralyze prey items instantly, eliminating any possibility of escape or retaliation during the feeding process. The elongated body design provides maximum acceleration for short burst attacks, allowing dragonfish to strike from ambush positions with enough speed to overcome the reaction times of fish, squid, and crustaceans that have evolved defensive systems specifically designed to counter deep-sea predator attacks. Some species can generate light bright enough to temporarily blind other bioluminescent creatures, essentially. Number 5. Giant oarfish. These serpentine monsters stretch up to 36 feet in length and normally operate in the deep ocean's most exclusive zones, making their rare surface appearances feel like cosmic glitches in the matrix of marine biology. Oarfish aren't just big, they're biological anomalies that seem to violate basic rules about how large fish should be built and how they should behave in aquatic environments. Their ribbon-like bodies move through water using undulation patterns that create propulsion without traditional swimming motions, essentially flying through liquid space using principles that human underwater vehicle designers are still trying to reverse engineer. When these creatures wash up on beaches, it often precedes major geological events like earthquakes and tsunamis, leading marine biologists to theorize that oarfish might function as living seismograph, detecting environmental changes through sensory systems we don't fully understand. Their bodies are equipped with specialized organs that can sense pressure variations, electromagnetic field fluctuations, and chemical changes in the water column at sensitivity levels that make human monitoring equipment look primitive. The silvery skin reflects light in patterns that create natural camouflage in open water, but when viewed up close, the surface appears to ripple and shift like liquid mercury, suggesting cellular structures that can modify their optical properties in real time. Japanese folk...
Number 4. Megalodon. Off the coast of Mexico, fishermen report encounters with something called the Black Demon, a shark-like entity that operates outside the parameters of known marine biology and seems designed to crash every theoretical model we have about deep-sea predators. Witness accounts describe a creature over 50 feet long, jet black, and completely silent in its movements, suggesting stealth capabilities that exceed anything documented in official marine research databases. The consistency of reports across decades and different fishing communities creates a data pattern that's hard to dismiss as folklore or misidentification, especially when backed by physical evidence like damaged equipment and bite marks that don't match any known species. Sonar readings from the area show large, fast-moving contacts that appear and disappear from tracking systems without explanation, behaving more like military submarines than biological entities. The creature's reported hunting methods involve approaching from directly below, rising from depths that exceed most sharks' operational capabilities, then striking with enough force to lift fishing boats partially out of the water. Mexican marine biologists have documented unusually large shark teeth washing up on beaches in the region, specimens that are significantly bigger than anything in their reference collections and show wear patterns suggesting a diet that includes prey much larger than typical shark food sources. The most disturbing aspect of the Black Demon report...
Number 3. Frilled shark. The frilled shark looks like someone took a sea serpent and ran it through evolution's recycling program for 400 million years without any major updates. This isn't just an ancient predator, it's biological proof that some software is so efficient it never needs patches or upgrades. Picture a 6-foot eel with 300 needle-sharp teeth arranged in 25 rows, moving through water like a liquid nightmare that escaped from the Jurassic period. The mouth opens wide enough to swallow prey half its own size. And those teeth aren't just for show. They're backward curved like fishing hooks, designed to prevent anything from escaping once the feeding protocol initiates. But the frilled shark's real superpower isn't its prehistoric appearance. It's the fact that it operates in environments that would crash most modern life forms. These creatures patrol depths where pressure could implode steel. Temperatures hover just above freezing, and food sources appear maybe once a month if you're lucky. They've mastered energy conservation algorithms that let them wait motionless for weeks, then explode into action when opportunity knocks. The scary part? Marine biologists estimate we've documented less than 5% of frilled shark encounters because they prefer operating in zones so deep and remote.
Number 2. Barrel-eye fish.
The barrel-eye fish represents nature's most successful attempt at building a biological fighter jet, complete with transparent canopy and rotating surveillance equipment that would make military engineers weep with envy. The transparent head isn't just weird, it's a functional glass cockpit that protects delicate rotating eyes while maintaining perfect optical clarity for hunting operations in the ocean's twilight zones. Those tubular eyes can rotate independently inside the clear skull dome, creating 360-degree reconnaissance capabilities that allow the fish to track multiple targets simultaneously while maintaining forward flight dynamics. The mouth appears to be pointing in the wrong direction until you understand the hunting algorithm. Barrel-eye fish position themselves below prey items like bioluminescent jellyfish, then rotate their eyes upward to track targets against the faint downwelling light from surface waters hundreds of meters above. This creates perfect silhouette detection against the lighter background, essentially using the ocean's natural lighting conditions as a targeting system that works in near.
Number 1. Kraken. Sailors weren't drunk when they reported sea monsters the size of warships. They were filing the world's first bug reports from encounters with biological systems we couldn't debug yet. The colossal squid, Mesonychothethes hamiltoni, runs on hardware specs that sound like science fiction. Tentacles lined with rotating hooks, eyes bigger than dinner plates, and processing power that lets it hunt sperm whales in absolute darkness. These aren't mythical creatures, they're organic submarines operating under extreme conditions that would fry most life forms instantly. When marine biologists finally caught one on camera near Antarctica, it measured 45 feet long and moved like liquid lightning through water thick as molasses. The tentacle design alone represents millions of years of R&D, each sucker equipped with rotating hooks that can pivot 360 degrees, creating a grip system that makes human engineering look like kindergarten craft projects. But here's the kicker. Colossal squids might be the entry-level monsters of the deep. Their habitat preferences suggest they're just the beta version of whatever apex predators are running the show in places we haven't mapped yet. The ocean keeps 80% of its source code locked away from human access, and every time we crack a new section, we discover that our wildest horror movies were actually conservative documentaries about what's really down there waiting in the digital darkness.
Still curious? Then don't stop now. The next mystery is already waiting for you. Just click the video on screen. I saved it just for you. See you there, curious one.